You think this guy's a good guy?
Is something going on here?
No, nothing's going on around here.
Don't mock me. I don't appreciate it.
Lots of people go to massage parlors.
I explained all that.
That doesn't mean I was getting a rub and tug.
What accent is that?
Oi!
I think he caught a glimpse of something that most people don't get to see.
Her husband?
He's gonna kill us. He's from Australia. They just kill things there.
Don't hurt him!
This job is not at all what I thought it was going to be.
Get in the ball, George. Ball up.
Fight like a man, would ya?
I don't know how to fight. I'm a comedian.
When my grandfather died, there was one candle next to his bed, and the candle started flickering. We all thought it was him going to heaven, you know.
You don't pass through fire to get to heaven. I think he went to hell.
This is my review for Funny People, released in 2009. It's that time again. Another Apatow movie. As I've said before, he has pretty much taken over the American comedy scene. Even if it isn't a Judd Apatow production, due to the exposure he's got, there's a lot of Apatow crew turning up in non-Apatow films, such as Paul Rudd in Role Models, for example. Apatow production team is also responsible for films I sometimes seem to forget are Apatow films, like Anchorman and Step Brothers. I think they're Apatow films at a lesser extent, kind of more just the production team rather than direct input, but they're still under the Apatow branch in a sense of a word. When I think of Apatow, I mainly think of Knocked Up, Superbad, Forgetting Sarah Marshall, 40-Year-Old Virgin and Pineapple Express. Out of those, only 2 of them are actually directed by Judd Apatow, Knocked Up and 40-Year-Old Virgin. They are great films, so I was excited to see his new directing project, Funny People. However, from what I'd read, though people thought it was good, the general feeling is that it wasn't as good as Virgin or Knocked Up. After seeing it, I have to disagree. For me, it was just as good, if not better, than those 2 movies. Adam Sandler gives one of his best performances. He has moments of comedy, but it's kind of serious as well, more like Punch Drunk Love and Reign Over Me. But it is more comedy than those were. He's bitter and angry. He plays a comedian who has a deadly disease, a blood disease. I mean, the character is quite bitter and, you know, not particularly likeable. But as I say, he's kind of got reasons because, you know, he's dying. So, but anyway, as the trailer reveals, he does get better. So that's not a spoiler. They did say that in the trailer. Seth Rogen, though he's not really playing much of a different character to anything he's done before, he is still awesome and is fast becoming one of my favourite actors in terms of just the personality I like to see on screen. This movie is probably Apatow's most serious effort, and I think the serious moments definitely worked for me, including a scene where Adam Sandler is playing the piano and singing a depressing song to his audience. This is intercut with scenes of him getting various tests for his illness, such as blood tests and things like that. This is not to say the movie is all serious. There are funny moments in this film where I was laughing so much it hurt. A lot of it was from the cameo appearances through the film. My personal highlight and favourite being Eminem shouting abuse at Ray Romano from Everybody Loves Raymond. Other funny scenes I liked were the iTunes playlist scene, the Yo Teach stuff, a lot of the stand-up scenes and those jokes, the interactions between Ira, that's Seth's character, and his 2 roommates. This brings me on to what I honestly think was one of the best aspects of this film. Jason Schwartzman and Jonah Hill, who play Ira's roommates. Jason Schwartzman I'm a fan of from his work with Wes Anderson, whether it's the brilliant debut performance in Rushmore or Darjeeling Limited, which he also co-wrote. Though, however, beyond his work with Wes Anderson, my exposure to him had been very limited, and he was fantastic in this film, playing the character with brilliant deadpan delivery and a sort of arrogance. Judd is known for giving lesser known comedic stars a bigger role in his films. For instance, take Jason Segel, who, you know, he was known from How I Met Your Mother and all that kind of stuff, was in a supporting role in Knocked Up, but then got his own movie with Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Or Jonah Hill, who had a brilliant one or so minute cameo in 40-Year-Old Virgin, and then got the Superbad gig. Jonah Hill was great in this film, especially in the scenes with Seth and Jason's character. The stuff about Harry Potter was hilarious. I'm kind of on and off with Jonah in general, though I liked him in Superbad at first. On rewatch of Superbad, I found him to be annoying and loud-mouthed and just a little too in your face. However, his role in Funny People is my favourite since his brilliant cameo in 40-Year-Old Virgin. Oh, and also he was pretty good in Forgetting Sarah Marshall too. This movie is too long. It's about 20 minutes too long. About 20 minutes too long, and some of the stuff I think could have been cut out. Such as Ira and George's visit to his ex-girlfriend's house. Could have easily been set over one night instead of two, as I think it was in the film. If it was 3 nights, I can't remember, it might have been 3 nights, then it should have been set over 2. Leslie Mann was great in the film, as usual, and Eric Bana was also very good. I was a bit worried where the film was going at this point. I thought I could picture the ending, and without spoiling it, I think you'll know the ending I had pictured while these scenes are playing out. However, they handled it quite well. Though the choices made by the characters in this section seemed sudden, there were moments I liked that kept it being too obvious, such as George's reaction to his ex-girlfriend's daughter's performance of Memory from Cats. All in all, although it did need a bit of trimming here and there, I found Funny People to be just as good as Apatow's other directing efforts. A hilarious and touching film that has gone down as one of my favourite comedies and definitely one of the best movies of the year so far. Now, spin-off about Ira's roommates, anyone? That's what I want to see.
It's very hard to be romantic with women when you live on a pull-out couch. Once those 2 little legs come down, you know it's on, right?